Okay, so first and foremost, what are phobias? So, phobia basically, I'm sure everyone would know, is an irrational fear. That is, why is it irrational? Because when a person is having a phobia, then the magnitude of that fear is much higher than what the threat itself is or what the event is. Uh, Whereas in OCD, the same thing applies, because here the similarity between phobia and OCD is that there is an event, and the magnitude of fear or stress is so high that there is a thought that is associated with it. So it is not the event per se that is problematic, but the thought that is associated with it that leads to all the anxiety and causes all the problems. So this is one similarity. Now, OCD is, as you all know, is comprised of both obsessive and compulsive, obsessions and compulsions. Obsessions being those thoughts, urges, impulses, images that keep recurring, that are uncontrollable, that are intrusive, and they are such they cause so much of anxiety that a person tries to all the time suppress it, tries to control that anxiety by performing certain behavioral acts or certain mental acts. So for example, if a person is thinking that is getting an obsession, that if any of my family members steps out, then he might meet with an accident or some harm will come. So he or she will start praying to God or doing some kind of a chant in her mind or his mind. So that becomes a mental act, so that it gives a bit of a relief in the anxiety. Secondly, the behavioral act. For example, if I think that my hands are full of germs, then I will keep on washing and washing until I think that the germs are no more. So when we do these rituals, then our anxiety comes down a little bit till it comes back again when the obsession again starts. So this is the difference between phobia and OCD. Now, you might feel that they are very similar, but they are essentially very, very different. For example, social phobia, as such, there is a basic difference between how a person with not social phobia, rather phobia, person with phobia and person with OCD processes the stimuli. So, for example, a person with phobia will fear all categories of that particular stimuli. So, if he has the fear of, say, spiders, then he'll be scared of all kinds of spiders. Whereas in OCD, it is not so. It is quite specific in OCD. So, for example, if a person has obsession of, say, contamination, so he might think that he will get germs in his hands, and that might cause him to get, say, HIV. Now he will be very specific that from where he is getting the germs. So for example, if he will be very obsessed about not getting germs from sticky substances like glues. Okay, whereas he will not be obsessed about touching a dirty handle, maybe. Why? Because germs that are coming from glue may be sticky, right? Germs will stick onto the hand, so they are more dangerous, right? So I'll be okay touching a dirty handle, but I'll not be okay touching a glue. Okay, so that way. And second thing is the severity is graded in phobia. So for example, if I have a phobia of spider, then my fear for a smaller spider will be less, my fear for a bigger spider will be more. Whereas In OCD, there is no such gradation. In OCD, just they will, kind of form some kind of a rule that, okay, if my hands are full of, if I'm getting this obsession that my hands are full of germs, then if I wash it 10 times, then maybe my hands will be germ free. But now this very intention that, washing 10 times becomes self sabotaging. So what it does is that after some time the anxiety crops up again, because the obsession is there, that, the hands have become dirty again. So again and again they will wash with the ritual of washing 10 times. As a result, they can be prone to different skin infection or skin lesions, and, a lot of these somatic problems arise because of that. Then another difference could be in terms of, say, the emotions that are felt by people with, both these disorders. So, for example, in phobia, the prime what do you call, the emotions are of fear and anxiety. Whereas in OCD, along with fear and anxiety, you also have guilt, shame, disgust, embarrassment, humiliations associated with it. Why? So, for example, if a person has, sexual obsessions, so he may think that, that I would like to perform sexual acts on, some of my relatives. So that itself will make him feel that he is very guilty, because in obsessive compulsive disorder, there is something called a thought action fusion, which means that the if you have a thought, then it is equal to doing the action. So if I thought, having a sexual act with a relative of mine, then it means that I'm such a bad person, and that I've, like, I should not be having such a thought. And that if I have a thought, then it is equal to me doing it. You understand? So there is a lot of guilt, shame, disgust and humiliation associated with it.
Right.
Then also there is one more aspect called selective processing. So in phobia, people do a lot of selective processing. That is, they will be fixated on certain aspect of the stimuli. So for example, spider example that I'm taking, maybe they will be more scared of, they will fixate more on the fangs or more on the legs. Whereas in OCD, there is nothing like that. It's just like, basically, like, that rules that, after 10 times my hand will be clean, or maybe even after 10 times my hand is not, some germs will still be there. So something like that.